In this video, we'll talk about the fulfillment features built into the Moddule platform. So first of all, we're going to navigate to the fulfillment section of the dashboard. And here, for me as a user, this gives me a really quick overview of what's going on in my world in the warehouses that I occupy that you, the freight forwarder, have within your network. So those warehouses could be your own, they could be outsourced warehouses as well in your network. For me as a user, your customer, this dashboard allows me to see what I have in terms of inventory in each location, if there's anything on hold, what's coming in, what's going out, if there are any issues with deliveries, I can see that as well, together with issues around stock. Am I running low on a particular SKU, for example? It's just a quick snapshot overview of what's going on in the warehouses that belong to you or your partners that I occupy as one of your customers. So you can see here that I can switch between locations. This allows me to get a quick review of what's going on in each location. And it does this essentially because the Moddule platform connects to each of the warehouse management systems that power those locations. So let's get into a slightly deeper level of understanding of what's happening. We'll go to inventory. So the inventory page allows me to see my inventory in every location globally. I can segment this view. So perhaps I only want to see what's in, let's say, the US in this example, and I can segment it down and see the SKUs I have available. If I select a SKU, the page I'm taken to gives me an overview of this particular SKU itself. There's all sorts of master details in here, handling and additional parameters are included. Importantly, it also tells me of this particular item, this SKU, how many I have in each warehouse around the world, how many are available, and then the total of the two. So what are reserved for orders? In this case, there's 4 in the US. That leaves me with just under 500 available, and then the total of the two. I can also do things like monitor inbound orders. Now I can create inbound orders myself right here in the platform, or alternatively, I can upload them, or most commonly, they drop into the platform via integration. And once they drop in, I can follow the status of these here. If I select one of these inbound orders, the system then tells me the contents of that particular inbound order. So how many were expected versus then how many were received, and the milestones associated with the inbound receiving process too. Now, interestingly, the inbound order process is also linked to the shipment tracking, and that allows me as a user to follow not only the shipment tracking process, but then also visibility of when it arrives at the warehouse through to then inbound receiving and put away onto the shelf. If I switch to outbound, this is everything being shipped from warehouses around the world in which I occupy. And you can see here all of the statuses include things like pick, pack, ship, waiting to be shipped as well. And if I select one of these orders, you'll see again the page takes me to the order details. So this is the general information as well as the contents of the order. And on the right hand side, I can see where the order came from, when it was fulfilled by the warehouse, and very importantly, I can then track the final mile delivery process right here in the platform too. So I can see here when it's in transit, when it's been delivered. It'll also tell me when it's not delivered. So if there's an issue around failed delivery, attempted delivery, I'll also see that here in the platform. And I can get granular, so I can really get into the details of the specifics around this particular delivery too. And then finally, returns. So I can create returns right in the platform, just like any other order, or alternatively, the Moddule platform will connect to other returns portals for a branded customer experience. So again, I can follow the process, whether it's been received, partially received, what was returned, and then finally, whether it's then recorded as pristine, so it's perfect and fully received, or it's gone into quarantine as well. And again, I can see the processing around the milestones, etc., associated with this particular return. I hope that was a useful overview, and we look forward to hearing more from you soon.